Food brings us all together. But how in the world does it get to our plates at home? In the office, in schools, or in restaurants? Constantly working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the food supply chain connects farmers and food producers around the world to grocery stores, restaurants, and other food service providers. Americold's infrastructure and services enable temperature-controlled food to get from where it's produced to your home or your favorite restaurant. Let's take a look at how it works. Farmers around the world raise animals and grow grains, fruits, and vegetables, like these potatoes. When ready, those items are prepared into the foods we all enjoy by food manufacturing companies. For example, potatoes are cut into French fries. After production, many manufacturers use partners like Americold, with plant-attached facilities that are directly connected to food manufacturing facilities. So products arrive in the facility quite literally through the wall. This is where food is frozen, preserved, and stored. Those French fries can be stored until they're ready to move along in the supply chain. When it's time, those French fries and other food items are loaded into trucks, rail cars, and ocean containers and moved on to the next leg of their journey. A local or regional distribution center. Food from many different manufacturers is stored and preserved in Americold's regional and local distribution centers. Food can be stored in rooms at different temperatures, from chilled storage of 40 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit for fresh produce, all the way down to minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit for ice cream and other desserts. Storing food at the right temperature maintains its integrity and protects the brands you know and love. Food for different destinations start to part ways now. Food going to restaurants, schools, stadiums, hospitals, hotels, and other large commercial businesses moves to food service distribution centers, and then on to those establishments. That's how those French fries make it into the plate with your favorite burger. If food is going to a grocery store, it moves to a retail distribution center. Americold operates some of these types of facilities too. Next, it's delivered to a grocery store, ready for you to take home. So if fries are on the menu at home, you can easily grab them from your freezer. It's quite a journey from farm to fork, but the food supply chain helps it along its way. And Americold's associates are here to support it. Now it's up to you to decide what's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Hello, I'm Sheila Blanco, Public Information Manager for Savannah-Chatham County Public Schools, back today with another connection to careers. And joining me today is Mr. Lee Harlan. He is General Manager for Americold. Two different regions of Americold is what he was explaining to me right now. First of all, for those in the audience who may not know, what is Americold? Tell us a little bit about the company.
All right, Americold is a global cold storage facility. Their corporate office is in Atlanta, Georgia. And they have warehouses around the world, from Europe to Australia to the United States. We deal in frozen and cold commodities there.
Mm-hmm. So basically, if somebody got into a career with Americold, they might have the ability to move anywhere in the world and move up in their career.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's exciting.
Yes,
That's exciting. You were telling me that you have opportunities, job opportunities for some of our high school graduates, recent graduates, or even perhaps those still in school, some entry-level jobs. Tell us a little bit about what types of opportunities you have for young people who may not have a lot of experience yet, but want to learn and want to start a career.
Right, yeah. Just in the Savannah area itself, we have forklift operators where we'll train on the job, sanitation, maintenance if they're good with their hands, that we can train on the job as well. And then we also have other opportunities where they can grow into positions while they're there. You can start off as a forklift operator, and if you have aspirations to be a lead or a supervisor or inventory, we'll put you on a career path to get there.
That's exciting for anyone, because a lot of times people get intimidated trying to get a job with a big company fresh out of school because they know they don't have the experience yet, and not every place offers the type of on-the-job training or entry-level positions that you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we want people to succeed in life. So, like I said, people can come up with their own individual development plan, and we'll get them where they want to get to. And then you can also travel anywhere. You start here in Savannah, you may move to California. We have opportunities in California. You may want to move to Texas. We have opportunities there. Or you may want to go to our corporate office and be in HR, accounting, or whatever the case may be. We have an opportunity for you.
That's pretty amazing. I know you said that students could start even if they're still in school, as long as I would assume they have to be at least 18?
Yes, they have to be 18 because
Okay.
they're working around forklifts and heavy machinery.
All right, so even if they turn 18 early in their senior year, they could get a job even before they graduate. It's possible.
Right, we have varying shifts. So in the Savannah area right now in Bloomingdale, we have a 4 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. shift. I mean, it's not ideal, and then have to pop back up to school. But we also have weekend work. So I have a part-time weekend program. It's 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they can come in, get their feet wet there, learn the equipment, learn our warehouse management systems, and get a feel for it and say, oh, you know, I really like it here. So when they graduate, they can just expand their schedule and become a full-time employee.
What type of qualifications does someone have to have for this besides being at least at the age of 18?
Well, for entry-level positions like forklift, sanitation, hey, just be ready to come to work. You know, we provide them with PPE so they'll be warm enough in the facility. But for a basic forklift operator, if you can read, you can write, and just have basic motor skills, we can get you where you need to be on equipment, sanitation. Really, we just want people that want to work, that'll come to work on time, and be there for the required shift.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's, you're talking about coming to work on time, being willing to work. The next question I was going to ask you is, what are the tangible and intangible skills someone needs to have to be successful at Americold?
Oh, the intangibles are being a team player, being able to get along. At Savannah, we try to develop a really good culture of people there. We like to incentivize our workers. We like to reward our workers. We have Employee of the Month programs there, where we give $100 gift cards to our associates in Savannah based on department. If you go above and beyond, we want to reward you. We have Employee of the Month parking. We recognize birthdays every month. So we try to make it a family atmosphere. We try to do associate events monthly, whether it's a barbecue or have food catered in or do something. We have cornhole boards outside, so on break you can just go throw some cornhole. You know, we try to make it a family atmosphere. We try to be as close as we can and just engaging as we can with our associates there. And retention is important as well. We want people to succeed and grow and be successful in life. So, you know, if we can catch people early and just like, hey, you know, you can come in and get a great job with great benefits and grow through the ranks, you know, you never have to go anywhere.
Well, that was another question I had for you. You talked about the opportunity for people who come in entry-level positions to move up, and you just talked about retention. Tell me a little bit about the types of benefits the company offers and what type of structure you have that enables people to move up. Do you have on-the-job training beyond what they get as an entry-level employee to help them move into an upper-level position, or is that just kind of learn as you go?
No, we do have a program for that. So their individual development plan, you know, we're engaging to associates like, hey, what are your goals? I'm like, we see you're really good at this. I was like, do you see yourself, do you just want to stay this? I was like, or do you have aspirations to do something more? And I was like, if you have aspirations to do something more, we'll create a plan for you where you can hit these marks and get where you want to get to. Like I said, we're always looking for leads, we're looking for supervisors, whether we have an opportunity in Savannah or we can have something in Atlanta or we can have something in South Carolina close by. Hey, they have a relocation program where, you know, they'll incentivize you to relocate for another opportunity that may be somewhere else. So we definitely have a great development plan. There's a good structure in place there to help you achieve the marks and your goals that you want to get to. For those that go to college, fresh out of college, we have an internship program. So I have an intern there now that, hey, these 3 months while she's through the summer, she's going to be there learning and engaging in different things. She wants to be in logistics. So she's sitting with our import logistics coordinator and learning how we get these containers from the port to the facility, what type of inspections they have to go through, what type of documentation it needs to get here before we can receive it into the store, our cold storage facility, and then get to the end user, whether it's a Walmart, Sam's, Costco, Publix, before it ends up on our table.
Wow. Well, I know we have a logistics program at one of our high schools. Groves High School has a logistics program where I know students go through training to learn how to operate forklifts, and a lot of what you're already telling me, they actually graduate high school, I believe, with that certification, so they would be ready to hit the ground running. You talked about some of the benefits, that you have great benefits. Tell us a little bit about the benefits, about the pay, that type of thing for an entry-level job.
For entry level, so forklift operator, $17 an hour, entry level. Medical, dental, vision, typical. After a certain time, 401k is involved as well. As you go through the ranks, if you end up becoming supervisor or something, employee stock purchase program. If you're there for a year, there's also tuition reimbursement. So if you do want to go to college while you're working, we can work through that as well.
How does somebody go about applying for one of these entry-level jobs or applying for an apprenticeship program with Americold?
Americold.com/careers.
Okay.
And then for here, this area, drop down to Bloomingdale, and you'll see our 2 facilities in Bloomingdale. We also have a facility in Pooler that's close by. That one's a frozen facility. One of the Americold facilities, Savannah 2, is considered frozen, and Savannah 1 is refrigerated.
So if they go to those locations, it'll show available job opportunities and the appropriate application for people to apply. Well, I think that is all the questions I have for you, unless there's something I didn't ask you about that you really want to make sure people are aware of.
Well, I think Americold is a great place and has a great opportunity. It's a cool career. We offer a wide variety of opportunities for warehouse associates all over the world. It's an essential business. We're kind of recession-proof, so.
You told me you've been very busy this past year, even though the country was hurting economically due to the pandemic.
Absolutely.
You guys have been busier and expanding and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. And I did notice you said cool career, no pun intended, right? Thank you very much for joining us here today, Mr. Harlan. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheila.
All right.
Have a good day.